Okay, so just as a quick recap of our mechanics, I want to first talk about making sure that we understand that when you start on the right side or the left side, it's completely up to the pitcher. You've heard my take on where I like for righties to stand and lefties to stand, but it's ultimately the pitcher's decision. So we're going to be in our prayer position. I like to call it prayer, like we're praying. We have our small rocker step, our pivot, our balance. Now we have our explosion where we're going to go quick to the plate. Use our backside legs, sit back, drive, separate our hands, get to that power point where we're here, nice and athletic. Now we're going to drive down with our lead side arm, release the baseball out front, finish in a good fielding position. Okay? Understanding that mechanics are similar for a lot of pitchers. Whether you're 9 years old or 19 years old, you need to make sure you have balance. A 9-year-old has balance just like a 19-year-old. Your stride length is as important as a 9-year-old as it is to a 19-year-old, okay? Some of the other parts of the mechanics, you have an option to do things, but that's essentially what we like to teach when we're doing private lessons here at IBL, okay? So that's the wind-up. We'll tune in later. We'll talk about our stretch positions, and we'll talk about our pickoffs. A couple of different drills you can do to practice your balance. There are drills that I've done for years where I just practiced standing here a lot and talking with a coach while I was here in my balance position. Just to know, to feel that balance, I would stand in that position. And if I ever was pitching and I didn't feel that, I knew I wasn't balanced, okay? So you can stand and you can just stand here with a partner. You can also stand here with a partner. And then you can just do the second half of your mechanics, okay? You can do the second half of your mechanics. You can throw a ball nice and easy from about 40 feet away, where you're here and you're just throwing, okay? Another drill you can do without a baseball when you're at home is you can stand here in this position here, and you can break down your mechanics. What I mean by break down your mechanics is start at the balance point. Start at the balance point, stride, and stop. Back up. Stride, stop. Back up to your balance. See, I just fell forward. I would start over, okay? So I'm here, right back up. Here, right back up, okay? One of the drills we like to do with our older kids, and we'll include heavy balls when we do this, is we like to get them spread out to almost where they would stride in a game. We ask them to lean over their lead side leg and go directly to their balance point. So they go from here to here. And we start over. Here to here. Okay? Understanding that if they're going up and they don't get to their balance point and they start to fall, they can feel themselves not being able to push off their backside leg. So it's really important when we're this far out to make sure that we sit back on our back leg before we go. We incorporate one more step with that. From here, we get to here, and then we separate. Check ourselves. We're always looking to make sure that we're away from our ear with our throwing hand. Making sure that our lead side arm is here, looking over our elbow at our target. Okay? So here to here to here. Okay? You see that we're breaking down all those different steps of the mechanics. But it's important to understand that pitching is one piece. When we say one piece, we mean you're not stopping anywhere. So if you were to click, you're going to click 5 times through. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, without stopping. See a lot of kids that are taught sometimes the wrong way, where they're pausing somewhere. They're pausing at the top. They're getting here and their elbow is here and their hand is close to their ear. So they're throwing from their ear and they're throwing all arm. Okay? We have to make sure that we understand that pitching is one piece where we are not stopping anywhere through our mechanics. One thing I also want to mention about pitching is our rhythm. Rhythm is essentially what I was just doing with our 5 clicks. Our rhythm is, everybody's rhythm is different. Everybody's routine is different. What I'd like for everybody to understand though is that when you're here, this is where we slow down. This is where we slow down. We're here, we go through our mechanics, we throw. If you want to get the ball back fast from your catcher, get back up here fast, I'm okay with that. But as soon as we hit the rubber, we slow down. We go through here, we throw the baseball, you want to go quick, you can go quick. Doesn't matter as long as you're in your own personal rhythm when you're throwing, okay?
Coach Kelly, get in there. Let's go.
One of the drills that we can do if you're having a hard time with your backside leg, sometimes you'll see kids that will throw, they'll throw and they'll just drag their foot through. That hip rotation is very, very important. So one of the drills we like to do, very old school drill, is we get on our one knee, we're here, and again, you can do this with a towel. You don't need a partner. You don't even need a baseball, but you can have a towel. You separate, check yourself. Make sure you're good. We're going to throw, and we're going to finish on this side of our knee. We're going to throw, and we're going to stand up to simulate our back leg coming up and over. We're going to throw, and we're going to be here. Okay? If you don't rotate your back leg, you don't stand up well enough, your foot's going to hit the bucket. So we're here, and then we're here, and we stand up. Okay? That's a drill, easy drill you can do. You can then rotate and change it up a little bit. If this was a chair, you can put your back foot on the chair. We're here, we're always simulating separating, stopping. We're going to throw, and all we do is take our foot off of the chair when we throw to simulate our foot landing. Another drill you can do while you're at home without a baseball, without a partner, is you can do a 3T drill, or in this case, a 3-bucket drill, whatever you have at home. I've seen players use chairs to simulate this. When we pitch, we want to have, we talked about, we want to be very boring with our mechanics, okay? The eccentric, this, and sidearm, and gloves flying, and knees hitting our nose when we pitch. We'll leave that to the major league guys who make $10 million a year, but until then, we're going to do things in a way that is going to help us maximize what we have to get stronger, to be able to throw more strikes. The single most important thing we do is throw strikes. The next most important thing we do is making sure our mechanics are okay to throw those strikes. So when we do pitching, we want to like to think we pitch in a box, okay? Not every pitcher is the same, every pitcher is different. However, how high our front side leg goes, where our lead side foot lands, is essential for everybody, and it's the same for everybody. So when we do this, we want to start here. We use this tee or this bucket as our starting point for our rubber. When we do this drill, it's important that we're looking up the entire time and not looking down. So we're here, we get to our balance point. Now we're going to stride, and when we stride, this bucket here is used for 2 reasons. To come inside the bucket, okay? This bucket on my left-hand side is to make sure I don't open up and hit it. So we're here, and then as we throw, the second usage of this bucket is to make sure we land right here without touching any of the buckets. Okay, or any of the tees or the chairs. So we're here, we do it full go, nothing is touched. Again, we don't need any baseballs to do it, we don't need a partner to do it, we just need 3 objects, okay? One of the other things we like to talk about, and we have here at IBL, is we like to talk about doing shadow pitching in a mirror, okay? If you have a mirror in your bedroom, in the hallway, wherever, you can do shadow pitching with a towel, without a towel, and watch your mechanics. The best judge of you is you. Not your coach, not your private instructor, is you. Those guys help you and will help you be better. But when you see yourself, whether it's on video or in a mirror, you can see what you're doing right and sometimes see what you're doing wrong. So a lot of times we'll have our guy stand here with the mirror, we'll put tape on it, we'll make sure that our front side knee is on this side of the tape so it's not leaking forward. It's behind the tape. They'll watch themselves throw, making sure they're balanced. When they see themselves leaning forward, they can correct themselves to sit back on their back leg a little bit longer. Okay, we'll have them go this way. And they'll see themselves here, see if they land with their feet in a good athletic position. One of the key indicators of not striding far enough is when pitchers land this way. What that means is they're putting their front side foot down too soon, and they're here. As a third base coach, I'm going to give a sign to my hitters to bump the baseball over here on a pitcher that falls to this side or their back is to the third base side, because it's going to be really difficult for them to go up and field a bunt.